Covered. Uko nao.
In business, President William Ruto has reaffirmed his administration's commitment to revamping the business environment in the country, promising urgent amendments to the business laws to improve the ease of doing business. During a high-level presidential roundtable co-hosted by the private sector and the Minister of Trade, Investment and Industry, the head of state also called on the private sector to avoid making numerous requests that benefit individual companies at the expense of entire sectors. Jamie Mbogo has that report.
The private sector has continued with the push for policy predictability, with the Kenya Private Sector Alliance, KEPSA, calling for faster adoption of the national taxation policy. Speaking during the presidential roundtable with private sector, KEPSA CEO Carol Kariuki noted that although the government has addressed some of the taxation issues through the tax amendment law, slow adoption of the national tax policy continues to hinder business activities in the country. With the president now committing to fast-track amendments to the business laws, but also calling on the private sector to minimize their request and allow policies to be reviewed periodically.
Because it is a source of concern that companies or individuals influence, committees in parliament, influence chairs of committees in parliament or officials. We end up then with a distorted, policy environment because they end up serving individual companies, not the sector. So the sector also, surely, you must be people of integrity.
When it's cross-cutting issues, we always bring harmonized positions as KEPSA. When it's sectoral issues, the sectors do bring harmonized issues as sectors. So we just had to avoid the individual ones because they really mess even for government.
To address the high cost of credit for players in the manufacturing sector and to further capitalize the sector, the government, through the Kenya Development Corporation, KDC, says it has raised over 4 billion shillings, which will be channeled through various financial institutions to de-risk the manufacturing sector.
Equally, we have negotiated with Saudi Exim. We hope that we can also close on another credit line that will also support manufacturers and exporters.
This is credit that we are making available that is not commercial. Is it commercial? It's not commercial. It is concessionary financing to support the industry. I am happy to look for government resources to do more in that space if the industry aligns with what we are doing.
And as the private sector continues to engage government in good faith, the continuous gaps between promises and delivery continues to erode their confidence. The private sector now calling on the government to make commitments that they can action on. Jimmy Mbogo, Citizen TV, Nairobi.
Artificial